you almost sort of think, right, well, they're the riders who are going to get or stand the best chance of getting the most, well, those top 4 points. So you almost use the others as, I don't know, maybe it's chasing down breakaways, or if you want to do a push, or doing concerted pushes, or, drafting somebody or something like that. So it becomes a lot more interesting. And then there's the team time race. I don't know if you've heard of that before. It's like a TTT, but every team goes off together. And it's draftable. But
it's
your
not
team
draftable.
time...
I thought you couldn't draft. You can't. It's not draftable. You're off together, but you can't draft.
Oh, I think you can.
Oh,
we'll check that one out anyway, but it's a time of your 4th man over the line.
I think it's road bikes only. You all go off together and you can draft.
Oh, right, okay. Stand corrected.
That's my memory.
So if you're super strong, you'll have a really easy race because you only want to go as fast as your 4th rider, and they'll just sit in your draft all race. It's a terrible race if you're the 4th strongest rider. It's absolutely horrendous because you feel guilty, and if you're the 5th one, then you can just, if you drop off the back, it doesn't matter. But as far as tonight goes, just a case of enjoying it. 6 laps. There's a FTS sprint. Second time we go through the sprint banner. I'll call it out as we get around. Then it's FAL, the 4th time around that lap. And then we do 2 more laps, and then you finish off with it's about a 1 kilometre climb, I think, at about 4 to 6% gradient. Open, that's comp points on that. The only thing, I think it was Chris posted, I saw before in one of the chats, is you go into that final climb, the steepest part is right at the bottom. So if you get some inertia, there must be like a little dip before you hit the steepest bit. If you get a bit of inertia to go up that steep bit, you can maybe just get about 10, 20 meters on your opponents and potentially try and hold on from there. I'm just going to strip off a little bit. I'll take my headphones off.
He does this every time for a bit of team morale. Sends the pictures through.
Yeah. So if I'm right in thinking, tonight points don't matter?
That's right. It's not. I mean, they matter as so much as you want to prove your worth to other people in the league, not us. But they don't matter for the league. They're not going towards the team.
Okay.
Bragging rights only tonight.
Yeah. Training race.
Exactly.
Yeah. Big stuff's in next week.
Yeah.
Do any of you know this other guy who joined the chat last night and said he got space for me?
He's joined. He's in. I don't know him, but he's just joined the pen.
All right, because he didn't even have a CLS jersey. I assumed he'd been riding in BCAT for a while, and he just sort of jumped on. Otherwise, how was he in our Discord? But he's not even down as our team.
I think his name is J Zeggers, Team CLS.
He's in. It's just obviously not on Discord.
Yeah, I saw him login. Yeah, I don't know who he is.
All right.
He's Belgian. He's got to be good.
Good on cobbles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was watching GCN yesterday, GCN show, and they showed the stats of one of the UAE Tour races and the average, which rider it was, but his average watts for the whole race was 121 watts for the whole race.
Wow.
Just it
seems
seems easy, doesn't it? It seems achievable. I could probably ride it. But apparently that's why Poggy went off on a massive breakaway, because he was under training while in the tour, so he had to push himself. He was undoing all the work he had done over winter.
If you hadn't noticed by now, Trev and I got very similar accents, so you might get us mixed up. We do, unfortunately, live next door to each other.
Very similar postcodes, yeah.
And we both talk a lot, so apologies about that.
The competition. I've got the
hear
speech impediment.
Hear each other out the window. I've got a similar situation here. My next door neighbour rides, but he's a cat. He actually rides for dirt, so he's miles better than I am. So
Can you not chuck stones through his window or something?
sadly not. He's taking me on a trip. I live in just south of Croydon, and we've just decided we're going to do Brighton next week. But so that'll be him dragging me to Brighton and back.
Yeah. Hope the weather's nice for you, nicer than this week. I don't know what it's like down there, but it's foul up here.
Oh, it was horrendous today. I had a hailstone showers this afternoon, so.
10 seconds, guys.
All the best, guys.
All the best.
Yeah. Enjoy it. The last series I did, there was always an electric spirit rider flying off the front every race.
Well, it's no change here. There was a bit of a lead in before we get into where the loops. But that first sprint still counts, doesn't it, as one? That first clean one.
It does count as one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no FTS points on it.
Yes, it's the second one that counts.
Yeah.
Did anyone else have to do 3.8, 3.6, 16?
I'm about 3.3.
Why am I having I'm literally doing 3.9 and still dropping.
I'm getting up to there, yeah. 3.7. So this is where the sprint is when we turn left.
They're going for this round, I think.
I think the pace is just picking up here, naturally.
Do we get a power up every single sprint or not?
I think so, yeah. So, depending on what you've got, I've got the draft on.
I think everyone gets the same.
I'm just intent to go run to it. Yeah. So what happens on the very last lap? Instead of turning left there, we turn right and go up the hill.
Can't be massive though.
It's just over a kilometre, I think.
On Zwifter bikes, they reckon 2 minutes 15, 2 minutes 10, something like that.
Right.
Obviously, for Trevor, it should be 150, but
Because he's short.
I don't know what era you're talking about, but it's certainly not a recent one. There's Zeggers. Let's give him a ride on. Let him know we're thinking about him. Where is he?
So, I'm not sure how it'll pan out with this just being like a prologue race, but you're going to have 2 camps in the next sprint. You'll have those who'll bury themselves going for FTS points, and then others who'll just try and maintain a pace, or albeit ramped up.
Is it this lap?
It is, yeah.
Laps.
So you see on your mini map, you've got a bit flat blue.
Yep.
And then you've got the climb. It's at the top of that climb, the red.
I think the guy off the front thinks it's first across the line. Aye.
Possibly. Unless he's just far too good for this category and testing his legs. I think early on with some of these series, you get people in the wrong categories, don't you?
Aye, well, we had that one season, didn't we, where we lost 2 good riders.
First race.
The first race. Don't worry, lads. That won't happen to me. Oh, they're moving. PBs across the board. Going to be a short race.
I'm winning.
Nice one. Stop the race.
I'm losing.
Second's not losing. I'll take that. Oh, we're here already again. Wow. Zwift concept bike unlocked.
Hurry.
I'm just going to stop and switch.
I'm blowing like a good one tonight.
Why? It's tough pace. My average watch so far is above threshold.
I don't think I managed to get above 3.2 for 20 minutes for the last 6 months, which is shocking.
Well, not last season because I didn't race much, but the ZOL season before that, you had to ride at 3.5 just to keep in the punch. It was hideous.
Yeah, C-Cat's really different. It's
not much different to this tonight, actually. We're riding quite high.
Be surprised if most riders weren't in here when big cats or even above. My companion app's not working. Has anybody dropped off the back?
There's a long line, there's a few people off.
Yeah, we got 42 in this main pack.
All right.
This is the first across the line, isn't it?
Yeah. Hence the pace picking up, I think. Only first 10 across the line, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
That's a big bunch off the front. That was disgusting.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
hard work. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone.
that was worse than the sprint.
Did anybody get top 10?
I got a 13.
Ah, close, well done. I think I was 19th, but I felt a long way off it.
I think I got third or fourth.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Who's that, Alan?
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Go on.
I'm knackered now.
I got third fastest in the first sprint, and then yeah, that killed me. I'm off the back.
Who's off the back?
Gary.
At least you got some points, mate.
Tempting
more
to
than
juggle with.
Yeah, I went too deep on the first sprint. Can't recover in time.
This is an easy one, isn't it? And then the next one's the hard one.
I think this is 5th. Did we go under one more time?
Yeah. This is the 5th. Nothing for this one. And then
No,
fastest.
nothing for the next one.
Fastest through segment for the next one. For the one after this.
No, not for the sprint, it's not.
Oh, I don't know. Right.
No, it's with the
Top of the
finish
hill.
line.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's FTS.com.
Right. Oh, good. So we've got 2 easy ones.
I tell you what, if all the races are going to be like this, my fitness is going to improve.
I was just about to say I might not score any points this season, but I'll definitely increase my fitness. We're back down to the sprint already. Don't forget your boost, guys. Yeah.
I'm breathing so hard throughout. I'm forgetting a drink.
Ooh, I'm struggling to drink.
My heart rate's at 180 already.
Oh. You're not in your 50s or 60s with a heart rate like that, are you?
50s,
But
unfortunately.
have you heard what Nutty gets? 200.
No.
202 he maxed out at the other day.
He's in his 50s as well, isn't he?
I know, that is mad. He's going to die on that bike.
I used to be a para, so I used to
Right.
stupid things.
Hey, I'm winning again.
Matt Butcher not racing tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he on the
comms? Saw him on the. I
He's
just saw him on the.
Yeah,
I saw him on the comms,
in
but
front of me.
mute.
I got mute.
It's expected on this kind of race.
What's that? Sorry.
I said I'm dropped as expected on this kind of race.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, pushing now. Everyone's pushing.
I want my steering. It's got me on the outside.
I was thinking that. Remember, use that slight decline to build your nurture before the comm starts.
Push it on that
Yeah,
little
the
blue
steep bit.
downhill. Push it on the blue downhill before the last little climb, yeah? Otherwise you get dropped.
Oh. When's best to use the draft, do you think? Downhill or uphill?
I've used mine already. Downhill.
Yeah,
Probably going around that bend.
that.
See this junction at the bottom?
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, man.
Good luck. Oh. Oh. Twenty-third.
Keep going, fellas.
Oh. That was solid.
Sorry about the breathing, fellas. Our inability to breathe.
It's a hard little course, that one. Oh.
The guy who won it pushed 4 watts. 20. Excellent, Alan. 12. And you're going to meet next year.
Nice.
Thank you. Trevor 23. Kim 28. Kim 34th. Matt 36. And Gary devoted himself to the sprint points, which if I'd done that, I would have been further back than Gary, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't score any points during the race at all. Just Finn points.
Well done, everyone. That was bloody tough.
Good riding, yeah. Hard race that. I think we've got a tough season ahead of us.
It's a tough course, though.
It is.
To be fair, it probably suits me more than most courses because it's a consistent power. Apart from that,
I was expecting you to be on the podium. To be honest, Trev, so disappointed.
Can I remind you, I'm 20th in the 20 minutes, so I was only 3 places back where I was predicted. So technically, I was still on podium.
That's what it's about, technically, isn't it?
Technically, I was on podium for my predicted finish.
Good job.
Alan, there's my excuse. What?
Yeah, well, I was just looking at my prediction. Finished with 45th, and I finished 12th. Yours was 52, and you finished 23rd.
Oh, there you go.
You didn't improve as much as me, did you?
What was mine, Alan?
Yours was. This is just using Zwift power.
Yeah.
Yours was 29th.
Okay, 28.
If you use the alternative, the adjusted one, which is meant to adjust for the course.
Oh, of course, you need to adjust for points as well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing DRS does when you see it in Zwift Power. Certainly the last 6 seasons, it's adjusted your place. So say you finished 3rd and the guy behind you finished 4th, but they got sprint points. When you see it on Zwift Power, they'll be ahead of you. So they put those points into consideration. There's probably a little bit more friction between Zwift Power and the racing app than there used to be. So I'm not sure if that'll still play out that way, but that's how it used to work.
I
want Alan tested.
Found that Zwift racing app really accurate for me. Normally
It's
gets me
good,
to
isn't
within
it?
1 or 2 positions. I did better today, though. I think it had me as 49. I finished 34.
It's a strange kind of race, though, with having the sprint points and stuff. People have sacrificed, like Gary, who might have normally been predicted to get higher, sacrificed himself on the first sprint.
Yeah.
Freeing up those positions.
In one of the previous seasons, we had a guy, Danny, very good sprinter, but you would always finish low down, so he wouldn't finish in our top 4. But one of the riders we used to race against was powerful all around, so we used to send Danny out to do all the sprints, just to take sprint points off this fella. And knowing for fine well, Danny wouldn't be part of the final 4, but he'd be scuppering one of our rivals. In the last 2 seasons we rode, it was actually 2 CLS teams in Platinum. We came first and second, didn't we, in both?
Good job.
Both seasons. But something just by playing those tactical games. But you learn as you go. But you need the communications as well. So we'll try and get Jorgen on here as well. Hopefully his English is okay and he can communicate.
This is the thing, like looking at this. I mean, I've already just looked at this. So the finishing points are so much higher than the segments.
Yeah.
So it's almost like not really worth going for the segments if you're going to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that at the start, and I thought I won't say it for today. I'll save it for as we start getting into the proper racing. But you're quite right. It's, I think you only get 10 points or something. And if it knocks you out of the running, like it did with you today, those 10 points are usually swallowed up, aren't they? So,
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, I think I got third in the first sprint, which only gets me 12 points.
all right.
Which is not many, is it really? And then I think
No.
I finished around 50th. So, I mean, if I'd have positioned myself another like 10 points up, I'd have got more than that in points.
I think what that does, though, say somebody got 50 points and you were 12 places lower than them, so you got 38 points in the fin. They stick your 12 points onto those 38 points and they push you right up next to them. So the two years would be in the same position at the finishing post. So when you see it on
if one team's got all 8 riders in the first 10, then obviously only first. Oh, do they nick the other 4 points as well? Do they?
No, it's just the rider who gets the points.
Yeah, but like if you had 8 in the first 10,
it's only our first 4. But what sometimes happens is